Welcome to another edition of the Sundown series, where today we will be going to Calhoun County, Illinois. Now allow me to give this disclaimer. So you know how when I did Anna, Illinois and Cairo, Illinois, and it had a lot of information coming out about those two places. Not every town that I get to is going to have a boatload of information that's going to come out of it, but I'm going to pick some things out of it that pretty much gives it a sundown town significance, like it's certain things that stand out to me that lets me know what will label it as a sundown town. And it's two major things. But the first thing I wanted to say is Calhoun County. That's an entire county. That's not a town. That's just a county with other little towns inside of it. And this leads me to the first part that lets me know that it's a sundown town. According to what I found, as of 2010, in the 2010 census, their population size was only 5,089 people. 5,089 people for an entire county. They said it is the third least populous county. They said its biggest community is in Hardin with only 2,000 people. Its biggest community is in a place called Hardin, and it only has 2,000 people. They said its smallest incorporated community is someplace called Hamburg with only 123 people in it. And he says it has only 5 municipalities, and every last one of them is a village. Sounds like a place that is just not industrialized whatsoever. Remember, I've always said when it comes to these very, very, very small rural towns, 9 times out of 10 they have some kind of sundown element to it. Which leads me to the next part of it, and that is the breakdown of the census. In the 2000 census, they said there was no black people living in that county. That is what made them label this a sundown town. In 2000, we're talking 20 years ago, 2 decades ago, because there was no black person living there, they immediately labeled it a sundown town in the year 2000. The racial makeup for it as of 2010, and I'm going to start from the least and work our way up. 0.1% black or African American, 0.2% from other races, 0.1% American Indian, 0.2% from other races, 0.2% Asian, 0.4% from 2 or more races, 0.8% Hispanic or Latino, and a whopping 98.9% is Caucasian. So when you wrap all of that stuff that I just said to you, the county size, the smallest and least, the biggest county size, the biggest town size and the largest and the smallest town size, plus the fact that there were no black people living there in 2000, which was 20 years ago, the fact that there's 98.9% Caucasian people living there, wrap all of that into one, you can't tell me that's not a sundown town. There has to be racism just flourishing in that town. That has to be one of the whitest counties in America. Well, I take that back. I think Owsley County got it beat by like 1 point something percent. And that's in Kentucky. I haven't gotten there yet though. But yeah, like I said, I couldn't really find anything else besides that. It didn't really mention any kind of race riots or anything like that, like how it was with the first 2, or with the second one at least. But just the town size and that part about no black people having lived there in 2000, that's all I needed to know. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video on that note right there. I hope you learned something new as I did. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Follow me on Twitter. Have your notifications turned on, and I'll talk to you in the next one.